2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. And with it...
Hey, Kevin,
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovic out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Minnesota, we've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. Good on the bucket. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Towns. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
The drive by Mitchell. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now here's Beasley. Left side, Towns. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Hernan Gomez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Mitchell finds Gobert. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. Great look, but off the mark.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And the basket by Okogie.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time.
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jake Layman comes in for Malik Beasley. And Utah with a change here, too. O'Neal's checked in. Now, here is Russell. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. The tray. Kept alive. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here we go, one-on-one. Out to Russell. Now the pass to Okogie. He's looking for Russell and finds him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation for the Jazz. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovic. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Minnesota leading by 8. Here's Noel. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
It's stolen by Johnson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the night. And Johnson no good on that one.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Davis following the score by Jarrett Culver. Gobert finds Clarkson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Pass to Noel. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Moutier out there with Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Davis in at the center position. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin. And yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Beasley, the pass to Johnson. Here's Reed, goes back up. You can't hit that time. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's Clarkson. And Utah again with the bucket.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. The Jazz also changing it up. Bogdanovic is checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mitchell in for Emmanuel Moutier. Right side, Russell. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Russell's got his first basket.
And interesting, you know, Russell's jump shot looks something like a set shot, but that helps him maintain that good, solid base.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. The drive by Mitchell. And that one drops. Mitchell's got 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Russell. Here's Okogie, over by Conley. Hernan Gomez against Ingles. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Russell passes to Towns. The shot comes out, and it's Utah the other way.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Here's Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Utah trailing here. On the wing, Ingles. And stolen by Russell. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Stolen by Conley. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell, and the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Takes a 3. A putback. Conley dishes to Bogdanovic. Back to Conley. Mitchell outside. 5 on the clock. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup. Mitchell's got 8.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Russell passes to Towns. The rebound by the Jazz.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Bogdanovic, and it's Bogdanovic on the follow. Bogdanovic has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
What hustle on the glass. Bogdanovic doesn't give up. Have to appreciate the effort.
Here's Russell. Here's Okogie. Ingles covering, and the shot is good. 6 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. At the top of the key, Gobert. The 10-footer. Mitchell's shot is good.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. That will count. The shot, no good. And some good action. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression? And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
For Minnesota, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Here's Beasley, good on the 13-footer. Beasley's got his first points of the night. Jazz trail by 6. O'Neal with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Bradley. He can't get that one. Towns with the defensive effort.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Beasley against Clarkson. Bradley, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Inside. Towns, the pass to Okogie. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in. And James Johnson is subbed in for Juan Hernangomez. Jazz trail by 6. Now Moutier, right side Bradley. Reed with the rebound.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points. Jake Layman's checked in for Beasley. Jazz also changing it up. Ed Davis is checked in for Tony Bradley. Bogdanovic comes in for George Niang. And it's Mitchell in for Moutier. And here's Culver. Passes it to Reed. Kicks to Culver. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Layman pass to Culver.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards. Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Minnesota making a switch. Noel's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mike Conley in for Clarkson. Layman pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Reed. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Good on the shot. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Down low, here's Reed. Gobert with the block. Here's Mitchell. It's deflected. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Culver's got the ball.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Back to Conley. Now the feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Noel passes to Johnson. Here's Noel. Covered by Mitchell. And the pass to Reed. Baseline jumper. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Bogdanovic wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovic has got his second basket of the night.
One of the main weapons Bogdanovic brings, a dead-eye three-point shooter with impressive range.
Culver, Gobert with the block. They recover it. Wayman pass to Johnson.
Great awareness by Bogdanovic, working hard to come up with the block.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic, and it's Ingles in at the 3 side.
Impeccable from the line since halftime. And even though he couldn't get all of them to fall, he did make it a 2-possession game.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Towns is doubled. Rebound by Mitchell. Jazz trail by 3. Conley surveying the D. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Here's Mitchell, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Russell dishes to Towns. Back to Russell. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Mitchell looking it over. Again, the Jazz score.
Well, when it comes to carrying an offense, few young players do it as well as Donovan Mitchell.
To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Jazz. And Bogdanovic throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
Outside Conley. To the paint. It's tipped. And now Minnesota on the fast break. It's good, and the Jazz is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Karl Anthony Towns.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Conley with a wide open look, and Utah another three.
With the game's momentum up for grabs, Conley values being the guy to take the crucial shot. Just a remarkable score in these situations.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. Pass to Okogie. He kicks it to Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Lets it go with a three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Joe Ingles is checked in for Clarkson. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Noel passes to Johnson. Dishes it to Towns. Over Gobert. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell. And he's good on the three ball.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes to come. Bogdanovic, that's for 2. Evans with the steal.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
Mitchell wide open. No good on the triple.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on D.A.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. There's the pass to Booker. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. So Utah will take it the other way. Conley surveying the D. To the inside, Gobert. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2 and you're 7'2, I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Booker. Clock at 6. Suns moving the ball around. Rubio with a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Mitchell with it. Now defended by Oubre. Ingles, that's for 2. Bogdanovic wide open. Kicks it out to Mitchell. The 3 ball. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Over to the left wing. Conley against Rubio. Here's Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now Rubio. Passes it to Ayton. Booker outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Mitchell outside. Outside Conley. Mitchell outside. Outside Conley. Inside. For the 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Gobert finds Mitchell. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Jazz also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovic. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Here's Jerome. Covered by Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Clarkson. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. O'Neal passes to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
The go-go gadget arms of Davis allows him to dunk from anywhere within a few feet of the basket.
Pass to Baines. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Shoots over Clarkson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Oudier is checked in. Jazz leading by 3. Clarkson on the wing. Right wing. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded close. Pass to Clarkson. Free throw line jump shot. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Jerome. No points in the game yet for him. Can't hit from in close. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Davis dishes to O'Neal. Clarkson picks to Moutier. The pass to O'Neal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Poke loose. Passes it to Clarkson. Moutier dishes to O'Neal. He kicks to Davis. Just 3 on the clock. Count the basket. Davis has got his second bucket.
A nice scoring effort there by Davis. A talent who does anything a coach asks of him.
And that does it for the first. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Jordan Clarkson. O'Neal is out there with Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Moutier in at the point guard.
Well, recent years have seen the Suns hit and miss in the draft. You can count Mikal Bridges among one of those hits. They traded up to get him in 2018, and what he's provided and the potential that he still has, they don't have any regrets with that one.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Moutier, no good. You go back to draft night, and Bridges drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, where his mother was an employee. The elation. And then, Brent, word of a trade.
Yes, the old awkward moment where you have to change hats during the draft. You know, the Suns valued him highly, and the Sixers maybe had some second thoughts, or the deal was already worked out, but still waiting for the payoff on the Sixers' end as Zaire Smith is trying to find his way onto the court.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Clarkson, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Carter. No good on that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. 3-point lead. Here's Moutier. The Jazz with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Nice open look, but it's no good. Davis, the pass to Moutier. To the middle. And Gobert hits to Moutier. From 10 feet out, the shot's good. Moutier's got his first basket of the night.
And Moutier collects himself, sees where he is on the floor, and simply rises up.
Carter against Clarkson. Back to Carter. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game. but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Moutier finds Clarkson. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Tries it from 19. Phoenix grabs the miss. Charge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Bridges. He dishes it to Kaminsky. Bridges against Clarkson. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Bridges. 58 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's Clarkson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. The Jazz with another miss.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Jerome, good. Jerome's got the lead up to 1 now for Phoenix.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Davis kicks to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. Davis down low. Charge is there. Here's Clarkson. Here's Moutier. The Jazz again can't hit it. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. So, all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their... Thanks for joining us, folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Good work there as it goes. Ayton's got his second basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Rubio against Conley. Oubre up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Booker from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Mitchell. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. The Suns leading. Here's Rubio. Booker trying to free himself up. And the basket by Rubio.
You understand what the defense is trying to do, but Rubio just so creative out there to make plays.
Outside Conley. Pass to Bogdanovic. Rubio against Conley. And stolen by Ayton. Fast break. Here come the Suns. On up the court. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
And Phoenix making a change here. Baines is checked in.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Rubio dishes to Ayton. The pass to Baines. That shot off the mark. The Jazz go the other way with it. The wide open look here for Ingles. Another miss by Utah. Suns leading by 6. Oubre passes to Baines. Back to Oubre. Baines finds Rubio. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
And Rubio kicks to Baines. Oubre outside. No good on the 3. Jazz trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to come. Mitchell outside. He feeds it to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Now just a 3-point Suns lead.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Ingles in the corner. Back to Mitchell. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Booker. Nice shot by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Kaminsky is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Aaron Baines. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Oubre. Down low, here's Kaminsky. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kaminsky's got 6.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Mitchell with it. He's got 6. Now Clarkson. Pass to Mitchell. Over Booker. Top of the key jumper, no good. No good on the shot. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Phoenix has possession. 4-point game. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Bogdanovic out there with Davis. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position.
Saric being aggressive on the offensive glass, and that kind of activity is doing a good job gaining them some bonus points.
Now here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Sharch looking around. Here's Booker. Bogdanovic grabs the miss.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Mitchell passes to Davis. Banked in off the glass.
Davis is a big guy, a lengthy big guy, brushing off contact there and using a bit of that wiry strength.
Rubio against Mitchell. And the basket by Rubio. And the Suns lead by 6.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And Bogdanovic, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Booker. Johnson outside. The feed to Sharch. Over Davis. The shot by Sharch, no good. Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Kicks to Clarkson. Back to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Johnson. And here they go. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Johnson. Rubio's got 4 points this quarter.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
They get it back. Davis kicks to Clarkson. Andre is checked in for Phoenix. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Mitchell wide open. The Jazz again can't hit it.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Gobert. They get a hand on it. Feeds it to Davis. Puts the move on. He lays it in.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Ayton, the pass to Booker. From deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
Booker knows he's got the ultimate green light, and right now exploring the three-point line.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Johnson wide open. He fires. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bogdanovic finds Clarkson. Johnson against Mitchell. Makes it off the glass.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Booker looking around. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Suns lead by 9. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Jacks up a 3. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Offline with his 3. Booker with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Davis, the pass to Mitchell. Bogdanovic. And it's Bogdanovic on the follow.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the small forward position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And it's Paul missing. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Mitchell looking it over. Outside Bogdanovic. Nice ball movement by Utah. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Gobert. Over in the corner, Paul. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up from 17. Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And it's the Jazz's ball. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Now here's Gobert. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Ball kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season, he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Now, here's Mitchell. Gallinari with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out to the right wing. Fires at the elbow. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Conley the pass to Gobert. And here is Ingles. Mitchell wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
How impressive is the catch-and-shoot game of Donovan Mitchell? I'll tell you, you better be there on the catch or he's going to make you look silly.
Paul passes to Dort. Back to Paul. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Thunder making a switch here. Ferguson's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovic. And here is Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Launches it. It's stolen by Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander against O'Neal. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Out to Conley from outside the arc. Drops in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Oklahoma City trailer. All up top, defended by Gobert. Now the pass to Ferguson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Mitchell.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Conley dishes to Gobert. 2 points. That one goes. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
To the middle. Here's Adams. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Jazz lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And if you're wondering whether players...
One thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs. Trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Mike Muscala out there with Ferguson. Then it's Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Clarkson, and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Now, here's Clarkson. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Thunder trailing by 4. Schroeder finds Noel. Schroeder against Moutier. Lets it go from 11. Rebound, Utah. Here's O'Neal. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Moutier. From past the arc. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Pass to Schroeder. Pass to Dort. Here's Diallo. Over Bogdanovic. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Diallo. Utah shooting for the game at 42%. Moutier dishes to Davis. The 3. Utah the rebound. Back to Bogdanovic. He kicks to Clarkson. Trying to get open is Bogdanovic.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And stolen by Noel. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. Over Moutier. And it's Schroeder missing. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. O'Neal passes to Davis. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. No good from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Diallo with it. Picked up by Davis. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Basket counts. And the Jazz lead by 2.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
Here's Schroeder, and he banks in the layup. Schroeder's got his first 2 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Clarkson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Now, here is Muscala. He's covered by Bogdanovic. And there's the pass to Diallo. Kicks to Schroeder. Over Moutier. And it's Schroeder missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Muscala up top. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Here's Diallo inside. It's deflected.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovic can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Utah shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by. Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Jazz leading by 4. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Now, here's Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. And taken away by Paul. Passes it to Dort. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Utah shooting about 42% so far.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
5 to shoot from deep. Ingles. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Gobert's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Rudy Gobert an inch of space when he's working the glass. This guy excels at using his reach.
Paul with the ball. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here is Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. Bogdanovic left side. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovic. Gobert down low, defended by Paul. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Chris Paul picks up that one. Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. And Utah also making a switch. Davis is checked in.
Well, at 7'1", Rudy Gobert has become known as the Stifle Tower. And this guy's starting to excel and get a bigger role on the offensive end.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. Out to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Second chance shot. Davis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Paul passes to Adams. Ingles against Gallinari. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Conley. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Ferguson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. Jump shot is good that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. The Jazz also changing it up. Royce O'Neal comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Ingles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the dish to Gobert. Back to Ingles. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
If you don't check out Rudy Gobert, you deserve to get dunked on.
Shooter kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown, Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. Mitchell is doubled. Back to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And now it's an 11-point Utah lead. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Schroeder against Mitchell. Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. Out to the right wing. Mitchell against Schroeder. Over Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the high post. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Utah. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then it's Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. Gobert pulls it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's Mitchell missing.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Diallo the pass to Muscala. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Schroeder.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Down low. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Jazz.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Noel. Kicks it out to Paul. Gallinari on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Utah with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. To the right side. From the corner. They get it back. The pass to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Pass to O'Neal. Tries again. No good that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And taken away by Paul. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Goes back up. Right wing. Nobody near Schroeder. But they'll get another chance. Goes up again. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Paul.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Here's Clarkson. Over to the wing. Here's O'Neal. And Utah turns it over again. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovic. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And now Utah, fast break. That's good from Moutier on the assist by O'Neal.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Here's Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now, here is Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Moutier. And he converts the layup. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
Niang. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Paul dishes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. There's the 3. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Niang. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Moutier. It's off. So we see the Jazz get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. next. It's the NBA on 2K's Payday.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Conley in at the point. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Pass to Towns. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Timberwolves now. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's Conley. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Right side, Conley. To the inside. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Ingles passes to Conley.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
A fader. And the shot is long. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Towns, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's Mitchell missing. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Okogie. Ingles with the rebound. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Conley. And the rejection by Towns.
A tremendous shot blocker in college, Kevin. Towns has packed that part of his game and brought it with him to the next level.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Beasley against Mitchell. Over Beasley on the money from 12 feet away.
Great mechanics from Mitchell on that one. You can count on him when he's at that range.
Russell with it. Now defended by Gobert. High post try. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Here's Russell. Gobert with the block, and they'll keep possession. And stolen by Russell. Stolen by Mitchell. In transition, here come the Jazz. Ingles dishes to Bogdanovic, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts of maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovic. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Culver. And that one drops for him. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here's Clarkson following the score by Jarrett Culver. 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. They get it again. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Lehman. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
Moutier kicks to O'Neal. This one for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
To the paint. Here's Reed, defended by Gobert. Out to the right wing. Here's Noel, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's so skilled as a passer. Jarrett Culver, adept at reading the floor and getting the ball to his teammates in good position.
Inside, Gobert the pass to Davis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Another shot. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And recently,
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into this.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Lehman. He's out there with James Johnson, and it's Reed in at the center. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from O'Neal.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. 11 feet away. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Moutier following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Down low. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 1 in the basket from Davis.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now, here's Culver, defended by Moutier. To the middle, it's deflected. Here's Reed. A second chance effort. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Clarkson trying to get open. It's Davis. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Culver kicks to Johnson. And he goes big with the dunk right over Moutier.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
So it's the Timberwolves now. after the basket by Utah. And then Culver with the dunk.
Strong on that drive to get upstairs and throw it down.
And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a three-point game. Fires the three. Rebound, Minnesota. There's a minute 47 left now here in the second. Johnson, the pass to Noel. O'Neal with the rebound. Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Greg Weiss. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Evans, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Mitchell. 6 points for him.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Towns against Mitchell. And that's going to be a travel. Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. For Utah, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb. Conley's got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz. Beasley inside, defended by Moutier. And the basket is good. Beasley's got his first points of the game.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Evans. Second shot opportunity. Hernan Gomez against Bogdanovic. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Bogdanovic. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
The Jazz have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Here's Spellman. And no good on the last second attempt this time. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Look at the history of the Utah Jazz. No champions. And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovic out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. That's the group right now for Utah. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Feeds it to Johnson. Passes to Spellman. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for James Johnson. And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Now, here's Ingles. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Hernan Gomez against Bogdanovic. Mitchell wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Beasley, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
You know, as young as Malik Beasley is, it's really been impressive to see how quickly he's adapted to the pro game. For some guys, it's a struggle, but I think he found his footing fairly easy.
Jazz leading by 7. Bogdanovic with it on the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice look there from Bogdanovic, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovic put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Here's Spellman. That shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Bogdanovic finds Conley. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And the Jazz with some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 3rd. And another area where Bogdanovic is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Here's Clarkson after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Back to Mitchell. From 13. Here's Gobert. Here's O'Neal. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Spellman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's a Kogi. And good that time. And now just a 5-point Utah lead.
Boy, watch how Okogie powers his way to the finish. Crosses off the contact like it's not there and gets it to go down.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 11. Up and in on the layup. Mitchell's got 13.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Beasley, the pass to Spellman. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. On the wing, Mitchell. He kicks it to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Unloads from 9. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside, Russell. It's stolen by Gobert. And here's the break. Mitchell dishes to Clarkson. Outside, Bogdanovic. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Noel. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Jazz. Minnesota also with the sub. James Johnson's checked in for Juan Hernan Gomez. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Clarkson. And 1:01 left to play here in the 3rd. Count that one.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the 2nd. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Okogie. Here's Towns. Misses from short range. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Bogdanovic, no luck. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The drive by Russell. Okogie. Tries yet again. Gobert with the block. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Yep, that one goes in there. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And the shot goes in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Utah out in front. They're up by 7. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. They've got Towns, Culver out there with James Johnson, and it's Evans in at point guard. Now here's Towns. Ingles with the rebound. Ingles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it to Gobert. Pass to Bogdanovic. Hands it from downtown. Bogdanovic has got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
Confidence is not lacking with Bogdanovic, and he shows it on these shots.
Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. There's the triple. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Noel, that one's not going to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Bogdanovic looking around. Here's O'Neal. Passes it to Gobert. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. And it's Bogdanovic again missing. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Culver, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, I love Culver's assertiveness right there. He did not let the contact bother him at all.
There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. A 3 from Bogdanovic. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to Russell. The pass to Reed. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Beasley. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Towns with the steal. Now, here is Russell. It's good.
Hey, I can't overstate it. I mean, as a defense in transition, you have to locate Russell before he finds the bottom of the net. You've got to get to him quickly.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Pass to Reed. The kick out to Towns. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jazz leading by 4. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Beasley. Over Mitchell. No good from Beasley.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Bogdanovic for three. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. On the wing, Ingles. Shot clock at 5. Back to Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Bogdanovic wide open. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 9 points for Bojan Bogdanovic.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now, here is Russell. Goes up from the top of the key. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. From the arc. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Count that bucket.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
The Jazz shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jacob Evans is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovic. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. No good on the three.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Bogdanovic. Shoots the three. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Here's Okogie. ID by Bogdanovic. And so it's Utah with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job. We get a look at the sun shining in the building. We are nearly ready for the tip-off.
Well, Kevin,
special talent indeed. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Conley in at the 1. And it's Rubio penetrating. Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
And it's Utah's ball. And here is Conley. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. Bogdanovic finds Gobert. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Booker left side. Passes to Ayton. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Mitchell. There's the dish to Conley. The feed to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Here's Gobert. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Gobert with the block. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovic. He feeds it to Gobert. Now Ingles back to Gobert. Out to the right wing. Conley kicks to Ingles. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun. Getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Mitchell. And there's the pass to Ingles. Back to Mitchell, trying to end the drought. On the wing, Ingles. Misses off the right iron. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Conley against Booker. Oubre on the wing. Booker finds Oubre. Lets it go from 11. No good on that one. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz trail by 6. From 15 feet away, the rebound by Johnson.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Nice ball movement by Utah. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
To the paint, here's Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Conley against Rubio. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Here's Bogdanovic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovic is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Hold on!
You got to buckle up on that one.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Moutier. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat. Up 8. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
They've got Jordan Clarkson. Bogdanovic out there with Davis. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Moutier in at the point guard position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Jerome. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw this game. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Here's Clarkson after the Suns pick up 2. High post, Davis. Kicks it to Moutier. Just 5 to shoot. And Utah again with the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Moutier, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, G.A. A career high from the field. He was solid also from 3. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. O'Neal against Baines. Here's Davis. Misses from close range.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Bridges finds Carter. To the inside. Sharge outside. Pass to Bridges. Out to Sharge. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Bridges with the steal. 1:46 left in the first half. Now here is Carter. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Carter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. O'Neal kicks to Moutier. Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. In the corner, it's Clarkson. His three-pointers off the mark. Phoenix leading by 14. Up top, Baines. He's guarded by Davis. From deep. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Saric on the follow.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Moutier kicks to O'Neal. Moutier looking around. Trying to get open as Davis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovic. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for O'Neal. Now, here's Rubio. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Ayton. Another shot. He kicks it to Kaminsky. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Feeds to Ayton. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. Fires for three. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Mike Conley.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
And so it's Phoenix. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A tremendous start for DeAndre Ayton. He had 8 points and 8 rebounds. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns. And that'll about do it.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Jazz trail by 10.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Passes it to Bogdanovic. Mitchell looking it over. Outside Conley. Here's the three. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Carter, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. At one point, they led by 16. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said It's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff. Now here's Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gobert, bouncing off defenders, took a ton of contact and still scored.
Johnson, the pass to Booker. Down low. The pass to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You can go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovic. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now here is Carter. 5 points in the game. Bucket is good. And the Suns lead by 6.
I like this. I really do. He recognizes the mismatch, simply rises up and fires.
Davis dishes to Mitchell. The feed to Gobert. 9 feet out. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Akobo, the pass to Baines. Tries again. That one, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. For Utah, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Puts it up from 15. Left side, Davis. Mitchell outside. The Jazz working the ball around now. Moves back up. Phoenix grabs the miss. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Akobo. Rebounded by Clarkson. Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell against Carter. Count that one. Mitchell's got 9.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Carter looking around. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. To the wing right side. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Clarkson. For the lead. Misses the shot. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Suns ahead. They lead by 2. And right after this, we'll... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Suns leading. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Mitchell against Rubio. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mitchell against Rubio. And it's Mitchell missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And Booker kicks to Kaminsky. Shot, high post. No good from Booker.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Sharks. And now the Suns, a fast break. Rubio leading the charge.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it's Rubio penetrating. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
We talk about the toughness of Rubio. He's also become a better finisher.
And the Jazz with some changes. Bogdanovic is checked in for O'Neal. And it's Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. And for the Suns, Aaron Baines comes in for Saric. And Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Conley dishes to Gobert. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns leading by 5. Here's Oubre. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Terrific vision there with that pass. Hit his teammate perfectly in transition.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Over Booker. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Ingles finds Mitchell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. The Suns have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Rubio looking it over. Pass to Booker. Over Mitchell. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And it's an 11-point Suns lead.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Oubre passes to Rubio. Takes the 3. They get it back. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. Back to Mitchell. Looking to end the run. And he sinks the layup. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Pass to Booker. Back to Rubio. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 11.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Mitchell's shot is good.
I like that by Donovan Mitchell. Sacrifices his body and takes the hit. That's good offense.
Rubio with it. Out to the right wing. Gobert against Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rubio. And Baines kicks to Ayton. That one, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And here's Gobert. And Baines pulls it down. On the wing, Booker. Ingles covering. Oubre. No one around him. No good with the triple.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Offensive rebound. Ayton, the pass to Baines. It's stolen by Gobert. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. And no good that time. So the Suns win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. And David...
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Cole out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovic out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Gallinari finds Paul. Drills the 3-pointer.
Beautiful right there. Good form, soft touch. Paul, a consistent threat in all aspects of the game.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Pass to Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. They get it back, and another shot. Conley against Paul. Here's Adams. The pass to Dort. They shoot again, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job. So he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Back to Paul. Gallinari outside.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Outside, Bogdanovic. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul against Conley. Out to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Jacks up a 3. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Paul passes to Gallinari. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Noel finds Gilgeous-Alexander.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Back to O'Neal. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Back to Mitchell. Kicks it to O'Neal. Adams against Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by the Jazz.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's O'Neal. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Ferguson. Here's Noel. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. That's the end of the first. And well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
We've got Moutier. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
Schroeder finds some deceptive ways to make you foul him, someone who can nail some shots despite getting hit on the way up.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Paul's checked in to the paint. Here's Davis. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
Now here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Moutier pass to Davis. And he lays it straight in. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Davis is a big guy, a lengthy big guy, brushing off contact there and using a bit of that wiry strength.
Paul against O'Neal. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Conley kicks to Ingles. A three-pointer, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Offensive rebound. Muscala, and he gets it to go.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Conley against Paul. Now here is Conley. Not a lot of room. And the basket by Ingles.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Gallinari on the wing. Back to Schroeder. He gets that one.
can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
When you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting. But Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal. And his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
From deep Ingles. The shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. And Muscala kicks to Gallinari. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Muscala's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Passes it to Moutier. Back to Conley. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. And the Jazz lead by 2.
That's exactly what you want Moutier doing. Seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. In transition, here come the Jazz. Snatched up. Conley kicks to Clarkson. Off target from outside. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie, Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot. Here's Gallinari. That one falls. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Paul with the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Gallinari.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Clarkson. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Mitchell is double. Pass to Gobert. To the left wing. Conley with the three. And the three ball is good. Conley's got the lead up to 9 now for Utah.
Came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot. Part of why he's had such a stellar career.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And they get it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
The big European movement to get players into the NBA. Seems like recently it's come from the Great White North, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has come down to make an impact in the NBA.
And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. And up top, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And that one good from Clarkson.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Thunder trailing by 10.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there.
Mitchell wide open. Utah the rebound. O'Neal gets to Clarkson. Bogdanovic wide open. Another miss by Utah. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. There's the pass to Ferguson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his three.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Great mechanics from Mitchell on that one. You can count on him when he's at that range.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. Over Bogdanovic. A second chance effort. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Adams.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
34 seconds left in the third. Mitchell against Schroeder. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Mitchell. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 12.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovic out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Here's Paul. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. Utah leading by 12. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And that one is good.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Mitchell looking it over. Utah the rebound. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Gobert down low. He's covered by Muscala. A clear look for Mitchell. The offensive rebound. Gobert the pass to Bogdanovic. Now here's Ingles. Clock at 6. Conley with the three. Dort grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gallinari finds Paul. Misses the three. Utah has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Looking to get back on track here. And that one drops for him. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Here's Gallinari. That shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV stuff. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Diallo the pass to Muscala. Bucket is good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Jazz leading by 12. Pass to Mitchell. Fires top of the key. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Jazz.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Donovan Mitchell.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Thunder trailing by 16. The floater, Muscala gets the bucket. The Jazz shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Charity stripe shot. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Jazz lead by 16. All against Conley. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Tips it up, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Bogdanovic passes to Mitchell. The three kept alive. Here's Gobert. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Here's Schroeder. That one drops for him.
Well, at 175 pounds and lanky, Schroeder still has some strength, especially on those tough finishes.
Here's Oni, and the shot goes in.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so it's Utah easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.